Stuart, welcome here in London and to our studios today. On behalf of the European, it's a pleasure to be presenting you and Al Ahli Bank of Kuwait with your awards, Best Retail Bank, and for your work in Egypt, Most Innovative Bank.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be recognised by you guys again. It really does mean a lot to us and the team, so thank you for having us.
Well, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Al Ahli Bank of Kuwait, ABK, is one of the most respected and innovative banks in the region, with more than 50 years of operation in the Gulf. With a strong vision focused on reimagining a simpler bank, ABK offers a wide range of financial products and seamless banking services to retail and commercial customers in Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates and Egypt. With a workforce of over 2,500 employees, ABK offers its customers speed, convenience and security through its 74 branches, while continuously developing and enhancing its processes and systems to apply the latest technology. Well, ABK is the first and only bank to offer the ABK Visa Emirates Gold prepaid travel card in the region, and the exceptional ABK and Emirates co-branded Skywards card, which is the only prepaid air miles card in the world. Well, owing to its exceptional achievements and operational ethos, it's no surprise that ABK has been granted numerous awards. The bank was also named one of the 10 safest banks in the region by Global Finance. Al Ahli Bank of Kuwait has just been awarded Best Retail Bank in Kuwait, and also Al Ahli Bank of Kuwait Egypt has just won Most Innovative Bank in Egypt. Quite a few awards, and I'm delighted to say that the General Manager of the bank, Stuart Lockie, joins me in the studio. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Let's start with the company's core values. What are they, and in what way do they set ABK apart from its other rivals in the region?
Well, we set our journey on our core values about 2 years ago around 4 key themes: transparency, integrity, simplicity and excellence. And I think the thing that we pride ourselves on most is the simplicity area of the core value. This is making the journeys, the customer's journey, as frictionless as possible. And that's whether you're front office in retail or you're in the back office, everybody is driven by that same goal. And I think it's been found out by the awards, so it's really paying dividend.
So it's basically very holistic in terms of that ethos.
And it's across the group, it's not just in Kuwait.
Now, your bank strives to ensure that sound corporate governance practices are laid down and of course followed. So what steps do you take to make sure that this is implemented on the retail banking side?
Sure. Well, I mean, I would say as the head of retail that it's the face of the company. It's where the customers touch us the most. We enjoy a very, very strong relationship with the Central Bank of Kuwait, and we ensure that their legislation is laid down in the branches. All of my staff have individual training plans for the regulation side as well as the self-development side. And one of the things we've started to do just this year is a retail roadshow, where we're bringing all the different divisions of the bank so the staff can come in and actually see how their role pieces together. And that's something that we're really proud of as well. I think that's really making a difference for the staff.
You had quite a few of awards, as I referenced in the introduction, but you've also been awarded Best Retail Bank Kuwait. So what does that mean for your division and to the bank specifically? What message does it send out to customers?
I think it's not just the customers. I think if we talk about it from the staff point of view, it shows that their hard work is paying off and it's being recognised. What we're trying to do is the right thing. I think that's important. Customers get a sense of pride and honour by seeing these awards advertised in Kuwait. So it's almost like a pat on the back to say, hey guys, you still got a lot of work to do, but what you're doing is on the right path.
And that's interesting because some banks take the awards for granted. We've won, big deal. And there's always that danger that they can take their foot off the gas. Yeah,
it keeps us hungry. I think, when you've had a little bit of success, you don't take that for granted. It just makes you strive for more, and that's what I think is a credit to my guys.
Innovation is also one of the things that the bank is famous for. So as a product, you had wealth management. That was introduced by retail last year. So how do you think that complements your existing strategy?
Well, we looked at wealth management, and although we were offering some services, we felt it wasn't really competitive enough or value creating enough for our clients. So wealth was a natural progression for us in terms of looking at how we can provide a different product suite for customers that might have more advanced savings and investment needs. And that's really complemented the existing retail strategy, and that will continue to grow through the next 2 to 3 years as well.
You're also doing quite a bit on the digital front. In fact, you've been doing that over the past 18 months. So are you pushing for more digital space?
Well, I think What we have to do is, retail banking is about serving every customer, whether you're a millennial or a baby boomer or a Generation X, you all have banking needs. Kuwait is blessed with a young population who obviously their desire would be more in the digital space. Having said that, the branch network is here somewhere that complements the digital strategy. So I think it's a natural evolution to develop more in the digital space, but don't lose sight of the fact that the face-to-face relationship is still a cornerstone of retail banking as well.
Yeah, because I was going to say, what's that going to do to the branches, this digital expansion? Is it going to affect the branches in any way, or indeed the expansion? And do you still see a place for branches in the future? Because some banks are actually shedding those branches, aren't they?
Yeah, I think, I see it as a complement to each other. I think if you want to be able to do your banking on a mobile phone whilst having a coffee, we should be able to provide that service. But also, particularly in the Middle East, where relationships is a key part of day-to-day doing of business, the branch network will remain, and we will continue to expand where we think there's the right opportunity to do so.
Do you see yourself as going against a trend in that way? Because there are a number of banks who feel, well, OK, then we need to save a bit of money, and people perhaps don't really need the branches because everything's being done on the telephone.
Yes, I think, well, I mean, maybe in other parts of the world that's the case. I think in Kuwait it's definitely slowed down because there are other ways of doing business. But while there's opportunities, branches are still being opened by all the banks in Kuwait, maybe at a slower pace, but they're still there and there's still a business need from the customers.
What do you think we can expect to see from retail in the coming years? If we're together in 5 years' time and we're looking back on what preceded our conversation, where do you see retail standing?
I think it's more of the same in terms of the digital stuff, providing more opportunities there. I think you'll see biometric banking playing a large part, so customers no longer needing to sign their eyes or their fingerprints will be the way to take their identification. Retail's exciting, and I love retail because there's the old saying about that it's a journey, not a destination. And I think as customers' demands change, we will change our strategy to meet those customer demands. So whatever the customers want next will be what we deliver for them.
Future looks good.
Future looks very good.
Stuart Lockie, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on the award.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Brilliant, thank you.